Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of me renovating your builds. Today I am tackling the Musty Midcentury. I love a good mid-century modern home. This is by Apatosaurusana. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I really liked the story with this one and I love this style of home. So a young sim recently purchased. This is her first home after it sat abandoned for many years. Its new owner loves the home's mid-century charm and many of the items left behind by its eccentric previous owner, who mysteriously disappeared, but is not in love with some of the quirks that comes with it. For starters, what is going on with the primary bedroom and bath? Its new owner can't wait to get started on renovating this into a dream home, but for now, it's just a musty mid-century. So I've gone ahead and placed this down in Oasis Springs, where I'm pretty sure it was placed originally, and you can see out front, it's got a really cool shape to it. We have some minimal landscaping around here, and out back we have like a really dirty pool, a bubble machine, and I can't wait to show you the inside. This build is like a rundown time capsule. Do you see all of the tiling and the furniture? There's so much dirt going on. Just the carpeting. Anyway, when you first walk in, you're kind of in a dining space. There's some like muddy footprints through here. Through this way, you enter into a kitchen, which is super colorful, pretty dirty, but really cute. If you go the other way, you're in a giant carpeted living room with a dipped down conversation pit, wild colored wallpaper and curtains, plants, a really cool record player, an avocado green bathroom. And then if we head back over this way into the hallway, the primary bedroom seems to be taken over by cats, and there's footprints everywhere. And then the bathroom is just a litter box. So that's interesting. And then there is another bedroom which just has like an old mattress on the floor. It's a little bit dirty in here, but not as bad. And that's the whole house. I really love the floor plan on this one, so I was really excited to get started and renovate this, keep the same kind of mid-century style, but modernize it, update it, and make this a home that the sim would be proud to live in. So let's jump into that. Alrighty, getting started on these renovations. Excuse my voice, I'm still getting over some allergies, but I'm just clearing up the outside. Definitely wanted to clear out the pool, get rid of some of the junk, and have a fresh start with like some new paint. I made the front porch a little bit smaller. We're going to be changing the color of the roof and adding some new landscaping, but I'm not going to do all of the outside. I'm going to get started on it, get an idea of what I want to go for, and then we'll head inside, and towards the end of the build I'll come back outside and like finish it up and get the final thing going. But this was such a fun renovation. I loved the storyline. I loved all the detail in this house. I feel like I ruined it, but like in a way in real life you would update it. But I feel like the detail that was in this house and the thought that went into it and the fun patterns and textures and all of the footprints, and it was just so cool. I felt really bad deleting it all, but I also really like how this came out, and I feel like I did a pretty realistic renovation where I kept everything essentially in the same spot. I just like cleaned it out, and I did knock down one wall, which is this one connecting the kitchen to the entryway, which I think worked out really nicely in the end. But for the most part, I kept the house like the same, which I thought was really cool, and I like doing more realistic renovations like that. So let me know what you think of this, but I'm just clearing out all these footprints and the cat trees and the scratches and tears, and oh my gosh, all of the different carpets and wallpapers in this house. This was just so cool. I absolutely adored this house. I did go back and add some of the furniture pieces that were in here and like some pieces that were, meant to be kept. But to start, I just wanted to clear everything out and have a clean slate. And I should be knocking down that wall here shortly, and then we're going to be getting rid of all of these horrible floorings and wallpapers. I ended up laying down polished concrete in the whole house, which I think looked really nice and is a really popular material used in mid-centuries. So that is what I went for here, and then I started by just painting all of the walls white, but we'll be adding in a little bit of color as we go throughout. But I wanted this to be like bright, happy, modern, and so that was the vibe. I ended up keeping the same cabinets, but I was thinking they repainted them and got some more. And so we have an L-shaped kitchen with an island. It feels so much more spacious in this area because I knocked down that wall, and then we were able to get some more seating space at that island and really space the kitchen out a little bit more. It's just so much airier. It doesn't feel so closed off, and I really like that. It's appealing in like updated homes to have the more open concept layouts, which I've never had before, but I do really like the style of, and I think it looks really nice here. I opted for this orangey tone cabinet as it matches the wallpaper I used on the outside, and I think it adds just like some nice brightness to the inside of the home and pairs very well with the white windows and doors. I also brought in some of this fence from outside to add a little bit of separation. So it still has that open concept feel, but there is a little bit of separation showing, hey, this is the kitchen versus this is the entry and dining room, which I thought worked out pretty nicely. And then I'm just adding a couple of decorations to the kitchen. I wanted to keep it very minimal and clean, so we just got some vases and some cutting boards in there. And then I'm re-adding back in a sectional sofa in this space and deciding to swap out the windows on the front. I think that really helped to update the front of the home. And those windows are so gorgeous. Those big ones I added, I believe those are from Get Famous. As is the table that I'm using here. I really like this piece. And I was trying to add in some blue to the interior. The living spaces have like a blue accent color, but then the bedrooms have different ones. I think one has like an orange, the other one has a green. I also opted to get rid of the conversation pit and instead did an entire sunken lounge room, which I thought worked better. Right now it's not sunken, but I will be changing that shortly. And then the fireplace and stuff is slightly raised up, which I thought worked really, really nicely. So just placing down some curtains now. These ones are from the Dream Home Decorator pack. And then I love the coffee table I used, which is from Bowling Stuff. That is such a good pack if you like mid-century modern decor. Highly recommend that. Get Famous, Eco Lifestyle, and Tiny Living Dream Home Decorator. They all go together really well. And so I'm using a lot of those packs in here. I don't think I limited this one to just the packs that were used in the gallery, but they used a lot of packs. I probably mostly used the ones they did. Because I was really inspired by the design style, and a lot of those items come from the same packs. So there might be one or two items in here that might disappear if you only have the packs that were originally used, but for the most part, this one should be completely fine in that way. There was a lot of packs used, so. Anyway, I did expand the bathroom over here. It helped the layout of the space and allowed for a bigger bathroom. So I quite liked that. I also used some of that really pretty patterned wallpaper from the Decor to the Max kit that used to be in this entire room. I thought that was a little bit much, but as an accent wall in this space, I thought it was really nice. And just getting some paintings and trying to pull this whole space together. I really like how the lounge room comes out. I think it's really calming and the whole space just feels really clean. And I really enjoyed that. So yeah, over here is where we're swapping where our desk and record player are, because I really wanted to add those mirrors as well. From the Decor to the Max kit, I thought they were a really nice piece. And then these sinks I thought looked beautiful tucked together. Those are from Get Famous, adding some mirrors above that. I end up using the same like fixtures in the other bathroom as well. I just don't have that in the video, but it is using pretty much the same fixtures. They're very similar bathrooms. And I use a mixture of this tile and also bring in some of that same Decor to the Max wallpaper, but in white to look like a different tile in here. It just adds a little bit more decoration. I really like that. So yeah, that's it for that bathroom. And then in our hallway here, I just end up adding a bookshelf. I thought about adding this plant, but that ends up in the primary bedroom instead. And then I'm figuring out some more rugs for the space. I got one in the kitchen. And I'm figuring out the color schemes of the bedrooms based on the rugs I pick, which is so fun. There's so many beautiful, interesting patterned rugs that can really inspire a space. So this is the primary bedroom. It's very peaceful, relaxing, and like white, beige, and green. I love this room. I love the accent wall behind the bed with those triangles, the long, narrow windows above the bed. I kept that idea from the original. I just replaced the windows with different windows. But there was the base game, like narrow ones above the bed, which I thought looked really cool. We also have mismatched side tables in here. And I also put the same curtains in here that I have in the rest of the house, but in the green swatch. I just think they're really pretty. And then I got a mirror between the two doors, and we should be getting a dresser in here as well from Get Famous. It's so pretty. I love this set of furniture from Get Famous. I just think it works so nicely, and I love mid-century decor, so I'm a little bit of a sucker for it. I also enjoyed pairing that with this lamp from the Decor to the Max kit. And then we're moving on into the secondary bedroom, which is very orange and red, very much inspired by the rug. And I paired it with these beds from Dream Home Decorator and the little dresser side table as well. And I will be actually rotating this room around where I put the beds on the wall with the window instead. I was playing around with making a custom dresser over here, and I didn't like it. So we're just rotating everything and trying to figure it out. It's sometimes a little bit of a process figuring out layouts of rooms, builds in general, and this was definitely an example of that. I try a few different things on the walls, I play around with the windows. I was just a bit indecisive in this room, but I'm really happy that I stuck with it and kept playing around because I think it came out so cool in the end. I ended up getting a bigger window over here, putting the clock over on that wall, and a couple of paintings over here, and it just works a lot better in my opinion. But now moving out back, I'm extending some of the space by the pool and also shrinking the deck a little bit so we can fit some loungers down by the pool as well as a table and chairs. There was some issues with items deleting inside when I did that, but I re-added them. So just getting these loungers, and we'll be getting a table with an umbrella on it. I just wanted this to be a little bit more of an inviting outdoor space, which I think it is. We still have the same barbecue as before. I think I put it back in a different color though. And that's going to be mostly it for the backyard space. Just going to be finishing up some landscaping before we head back on into screenshots. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies again for my really messed up voice. I hope it gets better soon. It's still worlds better than it was a couple of days ago, so that's really good. But anyway, thank you for watching another part of this new renovation series. If you're interested in having me renovate one of your builds, just submit it to the gallery with the hashtag RenoMeGryphi. That is in the description and in the title of this video, and maybe you will be the next house to be renovated. You can leave details like this person did, or you can leave it a little bit more open-ended. It's totally up to you. But I'm really enjoying this series. I hope you are all as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, and as always, make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thank you so very much for watching. Enjoy those screenshots, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everyone.